At YouthBuild USA, we are very focused on bringing greater meaning to the service members provide through the framework of service learning. One tool that has been really successful in our network to bringing this context to members is Civic Reflection. Civic Reflection is the practice of experiencing and discussing short pieces of literature, videos, or images referred to as objects in a group setting, as a means of reflecting on the beliefs and values that underlie our commitments, leading to clarity about our work, stronger relationships, and more committed, effective action. This simple practice can help citizens talk more comfortably about their values, think more deeply about choices, and respond more imaginatively to the needs of their communities. Civic Reflection is now being used by nonprofit foundations, social service agencies, schools, and AmeriCorps programs across the country. It has been shown to have tangible benefits with regard to AmeriCorps member attendance and retention outcomes. Many of our young people are coming to programs with a negative understanding of service as something that's court-ordered or a penalty for doing something wrong. YouthBuild AmeriCorps can be their first exposure to the idea of service as a voluntary way to make change in their community. Reflection is one of the 5 steps of service learning that we on the AmeriCorps team at YouthBuild USA talk about a lot. Often it is referred to at the end of the list as a part of the wrapping up of a project or service day. But it really can be interwoven throughout the whole process. Using a structured reading to start a discussion on a pressing issue in the community is a great way to see the investigation process or provide additional context to the preparation or action steps. It can also be used throughout the program year. Using the method is a great way to get to know new applicants better by finding out what issues they care about and therefore what projects will engage them on a higher level. And of course, the method also provides a formal structure for looking back on a completed project or indeed the work of an entire service term to give it more meaning. So why is this practice important for a YouthBuild program? It helps our young people find meaning in their service. When members discuss and find greater context to the work they're doing, they are more engaged. Higher engagement can lead to better attendance and higher team morale on the site. It also fosters skill development. As we engage young people in these discussions, we can use the method to help them develop their investigative skills, get more comfortable with public speaking, as well as strengthen their reading and writing ability. It encourages active citizenship and participation. As members start to see themselves as providers of service instead of recipients, it can make for a smoother segue into getting them interested in community involvement beyond your program's activity, for example, voting or just being informed on the issues in their community. It is also a CNCS priority for AmeriCorps programs. Article 2522 of the regulations asks us to use service experiences to help participants achieve the skills and education needed for productive active citizenship, including the provision, if appropriate, of structured opportunities for participants to reflect on their service. It also speaks to our history. In the 1970s, when Dorothy Stoneman started this movement, engaging member voice in discussing community issues and having them take a leadership role in the service they provide to the community was a major component to the design of YouthBuild, a big part of its DNA, if you will. To me, that's one of the reasons why YouthBuild is great. Many of our young people have been talked down to, directed, or ordered around for most of their lives. AmeriCorps and YouthBuild Culture is about more than that. We can do it better. Sometimes, creating a service culture and sparking member enthusiasm can be as simple as asking a young person, "What do you think?" You may have been the first one in their life to ever bother to. This method was developed by the Institute for Leadership and Service at Valparaiso University. Founded in 1998 by Elizabeth Lynn, the Institute has trained more than 7,000 discussion facilitators across the world, including a few members of our network. Over the past 5 years, the YouthBuild AmeriCorps network has partnered with our trainer Thomas Toney to instruct our programs in this practice. In that time, we have trained 10 YouthBuild USA staff and 25 YouthBuild programs in this method. We also now have 5 certified trainers in our network that continue to teach and spread this model throughout the group. We would like to invite your program to join us in this exciting method. There are a number of trainings planned annually at various YouthBuild USA events. If you are interested in learning more or participating in one of these facilitation trainings, please feel free to contact myself or the AmeriCorps team at YouthBuild USA.